Have you ever looked at a world map and thought it was set in stone? Most of us grow up believing that the maps we see in classrooms and textbooks are the ultimate truth, unchanging, objective, and accurate. But what if I told you that the world map you know is actually full of distortions and hidden biases? What if I told you it's been lying to you all along? The shapes and sizes of continents, especially Africa, have been misrepresented for generations, shaping the way we see the world and each other. Imagine a map where Africa finally takes up its true massive space, a map that reveals what's been hidden for centuries. Africa is not just another continent, it's a giant, rich in culture, history, and resources, yet it's often shown as much smaller than it really is. In August 2025, the African Union launched a bold campaign to redraw the world, demanding maps that reflect Africa's real size and significance. This movement is about more than just cartography. It's about justice, visibility, and pride. For too long, maps have minimized Africa, shaping how we see power and importance. These outdated images have influenced education, politics, and even how people think about Africa's role in the world. This isn't just about geography, it's about reclaiming a narrative and demanding respect. It's about challenging old perspectives and inspiring a new generation to see Africa for what it truly is. The goal is clear. Replace outdated maps with ones that show Africa as vast, central, and powerful. By changing the way we see the world, we can change the way we think about it. It's time to redraw the lines, not just on paper, but in our minds. When we change the map, we change the story. And that story shapes our future. The story begins with Gerardus Mercator's 1569 map, a revolutionary tool for navigation, but not for representing the world as it truly is. Mercator's goal was to help sailors plot straight-line courses across the oceans, not to show the actual size of continents. To achieve this, the Mercator projection stretches the round globe into a flat rectangle. This process distorts the shapes and sizes of landmasses, especially as you move away from the equator. Areas near the poles, like Greenland, are blown up to enormous proportions, while regions near the equator, such as Africa, are dramatically shrunken. That's why, on most world maps, Greenland appears almost as big as Africa, even though Africa is actually 14 times larger. This visual trick has confused generations, making it easy to underestimate the true scale of entire continents. For centuries, classrooms and textbooks have used these distorted maps, subtly teaching us that Europe and North America are not only bigger, but somehow more significant than they really are. Meanwhile, Africa and South America are visually diminished, their importance minimized on the page. This distortion has reinforced a colonial mindset, shaping how people perceive power and influence around the globe. The map you see doesn't just show geography, it shapes the world you believe in, influencing your understanding of history, culture, and even current events. That's why the African Union's campaign is so important. Their message is clear: you can't build equality on a foundation of visual inequality. Changing the map is a step toward changing minds. The first step to changing perceptions is to change the picture. By redrawing the world more accurately, we can start to see and value every continent for what it truly is. Enter the Correct the Map campaign, a diplomatic and educational push that aims to correct historical inaccuracies in world maps. This initiative is led by the African Union, a continental body that represents all 55 countries in Africa. Backed by influential groups like Africa No Filter and Speak Up Africa, the mission is clear: get the Mercator map out of schools, media, and institutions. These organizations are working tirelessly to ensure that the true size and significance of Africa are recognized globally. The African Union has formally asked the United Nations to adopt a new, accurate map that better represents the true proportions of the continents. This request has garnered support from CARICOM and other Global South nations, who see the value in a more accurate representation of their regions. Institutions like the World Bank and NASA are already shifting to better map projections, acknowledging the importance of accurate geographical data, but changing official maps is only half the battle. The real challenge lies in altering public perception and understanding. The ultimate goal is to change how people see themselves and their place in the world. This is why the campaign is heavily focused on education, raising a generation that knows Africa's true scale and significance. By educating young minds, the campaign aims to instill a sense of pride and identity in the youth, ensuring they grow up with a correct understanding of their continent. This is about reshaping identity and inspiring pride, creating a future where Africa is seen and valued for its true worth. So, what's the alternative? The Equal Earth Projection. Introduced in 2018, it accurately shows the true surface area of continents. Africa is huge, Greenland is small, and Europe is no longer inflated. The Equal Earth map makes Africa's vastness clear at a glance. No flat map is perfect, but this one corrects the most damaging lie. Critics say it distorts shapes slightly, but the trade-off is worth it. Adopting the Equal Earth map is a powerful act. It values truth over tradition. For Africa, it's a declaration of presence and power. By embracing a map that shows its true size, Africa asserts its rightful place in the world. Changing the world's favorite map won't be easy. Mercator is everywhere, from classrooms to Google Maps. Tech giants resist change and old habits die hard. Some critics argue all maps are flawed, but the Mercator is the worst for equality. The campaign's focus: move away from the most harmful option. With support from the AU, CARICOM, advocacy groups, and institutions like NASA, momentum is building. This is now a global conversation about fairness and representation. Ultimately, it's about building a world where every child sees their home's true place and potential. So next time you look at a map, ask, what story is it telling, and is it the truth?